Scene opens with a rapid montage. A gleaming private jet soaring through a golden hour sky. The purr of a limited edition supercar engine as it glides down a coastal highway. A sprawling modern mansion overlooking a city skyline at dusk. Voiceover. We see the pinnacle of success, the zenith of ambition. The private jets, the bespoke suits, the homes that look more like modern art galleries than living spaces. We've been conditioned to see these as the ultimate trophies in the game of life. We chase the symbols, believing they hold the key to a kingdom of endless happiness. Yet behind the velvet rope and the tinted windows, a different story unfolds. A story not of triumphant arrival, but of profound, echoing isolation. We see the empire, but we rarely see the emperor alone on his throne. The montage cuts abruptly. A man in his late 50s, impeccably dressed, stands alone in the cavernous living room of his mansion. He stares out at the glittering city lights, but his expression is vacant, heavy. Voiceover. The cost of building such a world is not measured in dollars, but in moments. It's paid in sleepless nights, staring at ceilings while the world sleeps, the mind a relentless calculator of risks and returns. It's paid in missed birthdays, forgotten anniversaries, and the quiet fading of relationships that couldn't withstand the gravity of a relentless schedule. The laughter of family becomes a distant echo in a hallway you're never in. The sprawling rooms, designed to entertain hundreds, become vast, empty chambers that only amplify the silence. Each new acquisition, each new victory in the boardroom, somehow adds another layer of glass, another foot of distance between you and the world you once knew. You build a fortress to protect your wealth, only to find you've become its solitary prisoner. Visuals become more abstract and tense. A close-up on the man's hand, tightly gripping a glass. Quick cuts of blurred city lights, endless spreadsheets, a ticking clock, faces of loved ones fading into static. The sound of a heart beating accelerates. Voiceover. This is the unseen pressure, the crushing weight of 1,000 responsibilities. The constant vigilance against betrayal, the paranoia that festers when everyone wants something from you. Trust becomes a currency more valuable and far rarer than gold. The mind becomes a battlefield where anxiety and expectation wage a constant war. It's a strain that money cannot alleviate, a tension that the softest leather and the most exclusive resorts cannot soothe. It's the raw, visceral fear of losing it all, matched only by the gnawing emptiness of having it. The higher you climb, the thinner the air, and the harder it is to breathe. This is the mental strain that fractures the soul. The invisible war fought in the quiet of a gilded cage. The frantic visuals slow down. The scene returns to the billionaire, now sitting on the edge of his bed in a dimly lit room. The sun is beginning to rise, casting long shadows. He looks down at his hands, then out the window, his face a mask of weary contemplation. Voiceover. And so, as dawn breaks over a city that worships his name, he is left with a single haunting question. He has won the game, collected all the pieces, and stands alone atop the mountain. But in the quiet solitude of this victory, he looks at the empire he built, the sacrifices he made, and asks himself, was it worth the trade? He has everything a man could ever want, and yet the one thing he craves, a simple, genuine connection, remains the only luxury he cannot afford. This is the silent bargain of a billionaire's life, a story of gain and loss, written not in financial ledgers, but in the quiet moments of profound, unending loneliness.